the cards because they're easy to use.
I like how you can challenge yourself and go on different steps.
I like the badges because it tells me how well I've been doing.
I like the avatars because they're cool and fun.
I like the leaderboard because it helps you play against different people across Pembrokeshire.
Meistroli platform aligns perfectly with the Continuum Cymraeg. All of the sentence patterns and the vocabulary that children are learning within the classroom is then being utilised as part of the Meistroli platform. We want the children to be ambitious, capable learners who can communicate effectively in both English and Welsh, and I really think that the Meistroli platform allows them to do that. It allows them to gain that language that they need to communicate in lots of different everyday situations.
I think the fact that it's really, really easy to use is hugely beneficial because it enables all children in their school to be able to access the platform.
Meistroli, which means to master, provides structured language learning materials that align to the Welsh language curriculum, ensuring that the lessons are relevant and support the school's overall language objectives.
Just enables the children, it gives them lots of opportunities to practice, re-practice, revisit those sentence patterns.
Retrieval practice aspects of it are very useful, so it helps to recap and consolidate on all the language patterns. I think the fact that it's really fun and engaging supports pupil progress, and what's really lovely about it is that it allows us to track progress from years 2 to 11. So it will allow us to see all the way through that the children are making steady progress.
Dwi'n hoffi'r ffaith bod y plant yn gallu clywed y geirfa ar Meistroli achos mae fe'n ffordd dda i'r plant i fod yn annibynnol a maen nhw'n gallu ymarfer gatre achos does dim angen oedolyn gyda nhw i ymarfer eu Gymraeg fel gwaith gatre.
Learners get immediate feedback so that they know how they are progressing, and they can judge themselves then as to whether they need to repeat the section. It's really positive that they can hear the correct pronunciation in order to improve, and it's a fun way to learn Welsh.
I don't think we've probably had that buzz for Welsh up until recently, and kind of with the implementation of Meistroli, we can see that sense of excitement when the children get something right. Maybe they weren't getting it right weeks ago, they're now getting it right. They can see their own progress as well, and I think that creates that buzz in the classroom, and children can see themselves improving as well.
Choose your level 1 to 4. Choose the communicative function. Choose a deck of cards to study. Read the English phrase, vocalise the translation and click the gwyriau button to verify. Self-assess your accuracy and pronunciation.
Mae'r cardiau fflach yn wych achos mae'r plant yn gallu adnabod brawddegau sydd yn dod i fyny achos maen nhw wedi dysgu nhw mewn gwersi gwahanol, ond hefyd mae geirfa newydd yn dod i fyny, felly mae rhaid iddyn nhw defnyddio sgiliau datrys problemau i weithio mas beth mae brawddegau i ddweud.
The fact that they can do it in short bursts, little and often, is really supportive in helping them to retain those language patterns.
Mae'r plant yn dwlu Meistroli achos maen nhw'n hoffi'r ffaith maen nhw'n gallu hunan asesu, felly os maen nhw'n gwneud camgymeriad, does dim ots achos dim ond nhw sy'n gallu gweld eu sgrin.
It's really beneficial for us because the same patterns are things that we're doing in class, so it enables us to then have that element of retrieval practice. Again, children can go and work independently on those, and again, we can use it as that spaced learning, so it's something that the children can revisit over and over again.
They can use this as a daily starter, and we often use it as an extension activity as well for the children to really ensure that we're challenging them to the highest level. The fact that it's differentiated as well, and we've got camcaned 1 to 4, allows us to make sure that no children are sort of being passive in their learning and that they're actually being extended.
Meistroli not only supports the learners in achieving better Welsh language outcomes, but also empowers teachers to deliver the lessons with greater confidence and effectiveness.
It's really useful to kind of maybe before the lesson, I might listen to some of the sentence patterns to make sure that my own pronunciation is correct as well.
Dwi'n hoffi o'r ffaith bod chi'n gallu gweld datblygiad unigol, ond hefyd datblygiad dros amser.
The fact that you can generate reports is going to be very useful for myself as a coordinator and for teachers in order for them to see what progress the children are making and for them to be able to see where the strengths are and to see where the gaps in children's knowledge are in order to inform future planning.
Lots of children have spoken about that element of competition, which is great to have in the classroom, but also for children to kind of set themselves challenges and to try and beat previous scores so that they can see that progression that they're making.
Maen nhw'n cystadleuol iawn, felly maen nhw'n hoffi'r ffaith bod nhw'n gallu cystadlu a chymharu pwyntiau gyda'i gilydd, ond hefyd gweld pwyntiau plant o ysgolion eraill.
They also love the competitive elements of the programme and the fact that they can compete against each other, and they do get really competitive with each other and make sure that they're winning against their friends.
I always feel that having a competitive edge definitely is a good motivator, and I do feel that the leaderboard is something we can promote within our school.
The sentence patterns relate to what learners are learning in our Mars EARS sessions. I have witnessed enhanced learner engagement. The interactive nature of Meistroli includes multimedia resources, gamified elements and real-life context. It engages the learners more effectively, and this increased engagement can lead to improved retention of the Welsh language and better learner outcomes.
All feedback from pupils and staff has been extremely positive. Staff can really see the benefits of implementing it within the classroom in order to engage the children, to allow them to be independent, to consolidate those sentence patterns, and again, just as positive from the children. The children want to use it, they ask when they can use it. They love being able to be independent with it, being able to have a sort of a game element, they love to use it.
But just to see children excited to be able to speak Welsh and to see their own improvement was really beneficial.
I think it's really fun, they really love it, they find it very engaging. The fact that they can self-assess their own learning allows them to go at their own pace, and I think it prevents them becoming too nervous. If you have to perform in front of a class or in front of a teacher, you can often lose confidence. Percentage aspects of it, where it shows what percentage they're working at, is really good, because they often then become perfectionists and want to revisit the flashcards so they get really high percentages, and it allows them to really go at their own pace.
If I was to recommend this to another staff member, I would say definitely it is definitely a tool that you need to use within your classroom. It is something that will definitely enhance the teaching of Welsh within your school. It's something that will highly engage the children. Nearly all pupils are able to access it. You're able to see progression with the different steps. It ties in perfectly with the Continuum Cymraeg. Has already proven to be a useful tool here. I would highly recommend.